Hello and welcome back to the VC. I am one of your hosts, VT, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Chill. What's good?
and we are joined today by none other than TheStutterBoy.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
I'm good.
Oh.
How are you?
So good.
Doing good. I was just telling both of the hosts how I have 3 cups of coffee, so we'll see how long I can go before I shit my pants.
Before your heart explodes and you shit your pants.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same exact time.
Basically winding you up before you go RP, right? Later?
Yeah. I've got
All
about
right.
an hour and a half.
Okay, perfect.
Woo!
So very excited to have you, Stutter. Thank you. On this 6th episode, I'm very excited. Our podcast is growing. It's my little legs is walking. So I'm very, very excited. Chainsaws for Charity we're actually recording this before Chainsaws for Charity.
Yeah.
That's good. That's crazy.
So it would have already happened, yeah.
Very interesting.
So Chainsaws for Charity happened. We did great. Real.
Wow, it made so much money. It's a beautiful
So much.
thing.
Wow,
And it's all for
charity.
charity. Great job, guys.
All for charity. Way to go.
Yeah. But yeah, so other than that, I think more importantly is what's happening in the gaming world right now. And it's this big thing. Have you heard about this, actually, Stutter? I know Chill and I have been kind of talking about this, but this game called, or what is it called? A Marathon?
Marathon, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Bungie's newest extraction shooter.
Have you heard about this?
No, I am so far out of the gaming sphere. All I do is RP all day,
It's okay.
every day, and
I
I
totally
live in that
understand.
universe. So tell me and the audience, what is this game?
So Marathon is like I think it's like a team of 5 extraction shooter. And basically it's all like futuristic, cyberpunky, whatever. Anyways, it turns out that a good portion, if not like 90% of their art is like stolen from this artist.
Yeah.
And it's
Interesting.
it's a female artist who has been doing this style and literally like they've literally copy pasted her designs into the game.
Mhm.
And like the font styles, the bright colors, and all that shit.
You said that the game's called a Marathon?
Yeah.
Marathon, yeah.
And so this is a
And the-
big thing happening right now. It's like this huge. It's like a big thing happening. A lot of
Yeah,
people are
yeah,
talking
because
about it.
they went through and they just noticed in the trailer alone that like a good portion
Yeah.
of like all the assets are basically like copy pasted from this artist style.
Yeah.
And it turns out that the lead art director for Marathon has been following this artist for like a long time.
That's crazy.
Isn't it
So-
nuts?
That's crazy. Wait,
Yeah.
what is the artist's name? Because y'all might not know this, I did a lot in NFTs for like a year, and there were so many NFTs that looked exactly like this. Like genuinely very similar. So maybe it's just a type of art style, but if y'all are saying like copying the same exact characters, the same exact look, that's a bad look, and especially for a team like Bungie.
Yeah.
They have Destiny, they have Halo.
Exactly.
They've like proven that they can make good original art. And I'll be honest here, I don't even like this fucking art style. It looks like Roblox Call of Duty.
Aw. I do like the art style personally for an extraction shooter, but I think
It's
when you
very
take a step
unique.
back and you look at like the fact that this person also was following this artist for a while,
Yeah.
and that they
Yeah.
seem to be
Bad
kind of
look.
a fan of this artist,
Yeah.
and they,
Yeah, the artist is named Anti-Real.
and like
but,
I could understand like taking inspiration from another artist, but when it's so much and so similar, and you're making money off of it, you gotta.
It's a really bad look.
Yeah, you
But
really should.
I don't know
make
how
it
big.
personal.
Here, I don't know how big companies like do this and think they'll get away with it. Proven time and time again that you can't get away with shit
Yeah,
Well,
unless you make it. make it original. And I mean, like I said, they've already got Destiny, fucking Halo. If they just combine that with fucking Tarkov, then you've got a dope ass game. But then for them to take somebody else's art, it's just weird.
Yeah, it's just they already had enough, man.
Yeah. They have so much, and they want more. And who are they stealing it from? A small fucking artist.
Yeah,
weird.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out and what happens, because it could go either way, like you both have mentioned. It could go one way, it could go another. It's just, we're just kind of watching it, and we'll see how it unfolds. The artist link is here. Thank you, Chill, for grabbing that. We'll also share it with the audience as well. If you all want to check out this artist's work, maybe give them a follow. We have their X link, so if you want to check them out there and see their other socials from there, you can as well. So yeah, that's crazy. But I've seen a few things about that happening. Just wild to me. But I don't know. Not as crazy as what you have here, what you've shared with me here, Chill.
Have y'all seen this? Doom, the Dark Ages, man. Let's go.
No. What's going on?
It's a new Doom.
Yeah, it's a new Doom, man.
They're advertising it
Doom
a
Dark
lot.
Ages.
Yeah, it's basically you've come back stronger and harder and more badass than ever before.
You know what's funny is Doom, I think, is the very first game. My very first video game was my brother was like, "Hey man, check this out." He had like an old copy of like Doom 2 on PC.
That's crazy because it's such a dark, like gory game. But fucking was Doom the like Pokemon looking like where it was like 12-bit, or was it a more updated?
Doom 2 was literally like 8-bit, like fucking.
Yeah, that's it.
Like it was very, very like pixelated.
Mm-hmm.
It was an old ass game.
Not to kind of veer off the topic of Doom, but like my first game that got me into gaming was Call of Duty Zombies. Fucking, it was Nocturne, and it is a map when you are in a tiny bunker. And like I was 9, it'd be like 10 p.m. and fucking I'd be out of my friend's house. They'd turn off all of the lights, and I'd be like hiding behind the couch. Fucking so you know for a fact that this is gonna be somebody's like first game.
Yes,
and gonna terrify the shit out of them.
Yes,
fucking I am
traumatizing children.
So I've never like played any of the Doom games, but fucking you rip off the heads of demons. Fucking, it's just as bad as any brutality in any fighting game ever.
Yeah, but
it's all the time.
Yeah. So what's interesting about Doom right now is that this Doom, the Dark Ages, this installment of Doom came out on May 15th. Okay. But Bethesda, who is behind Doom, they haven't announced a sales figure yet for the game. But as of basically the 21st, I'm reading this article, Doom saw 3 million players since its launch. That was on the 21st, so we're recording this insane. Basically around the same time.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a shooter than it is like scary, because I think Doom 3 was the one that was like full on a horror game, but it's a blast, man. It's definitely it always has like some weird hidden nostalgia just because so good.
Yeah, which is it's just interesting that Oblivion is knocking it out of the park, because we recently saw the Oblivion remaster be released.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that, Stutter.
Yes, I did. And fucking, I never played Oblivion, but I played a shit ton of like Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel weird saying this, but I haven't even touched the Oblivion or fucking first game, the Oblivion remastered. It took me 7 years to begin playing Red Dead Redemption 2. So I just feel like I'm so far behind on games. But really, I'm just waiting to get an update on the next Elder Scrolls, which I think is gonna be a bit because of Oblivion's popping off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how long it took
Which
to make
sucks.
something other than Skyrim. Like, literally, they just kept releasing Skyrim, like, remasters and, like...
Okay, you could play Skyrim on your mini fridge.
Finally.
That's true.
God, I was
Oh my
waiting for that
about
remaster.
damn time.
It is interesting.
Skyrim, Samsung.
I vaguely remember Bethesda mentioning that they are working on a new Elder Scrolls. I think there was a trailer that was released a while ago, but it didn't have anything.
Like 2018.
Yeah,
2018. I remember it.
Yeah,
Fucking
it didn't have anything really about it. Like, I think people were like theorizing where it might be, but like the trailer really wasn't too revealing other than, hey, you're getting another Elder Scrolls, nerd. And that was basically it. That was basically the announcement.
It's garbage. I fucking hate it. I remember fucking I had a bet with my friends. I said, so I bet we'll get a new Elder Scrolls before we get a new GTA. And at least we have a fucking date for when they want to re-release GTA 6.
I know, that's so
Yeah,
exciting.
we talked about that.
But,
We did, yeah.
but fucking I know for a fact that they're gonna push it back 2 more times, which is fine.
No, this
Don't
is the
say
real
that.
date. Real.
It's the
Don't
real deal.
say
It's
that.
the real deal date. Real.
Real.
Maybe I'm just pessimistic, but fucking after everything that they've done to me,
It's okay. I
Fucking-
understand. It's okay. But it is very exciting. And seeing Doom the Dark Ages doing so well is very promising. Bethesda is really doing very well in the industry. And it's really good to see that. Hopefully this carries on over to other parts of the video game industry because we love to see
Yeah.
growth in the video game industry. I hope it also trickles down for the indie industry as well. Because
Bethesda they also went through a weird patch too. Well, with like Fallout 76, and I'd even go as far as saying Fallout 4 too.
Yeah.
And then leading into like Starfield, and I feel like that this is the newest chapter for them, and I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Hopefully it translates.
it shows promise, you know?
This is a see as long as one studio succeeds, fucking that'll challenge the next two and to also do good, do better, make better games.
yeah.
Fucking it's the same way with all kinds of media. Fucking if you see one type of movie succeed, then it challenges the next movie to succeed, which challenges the next like studio to succeed too. And whether they do or not, it kind of puts us into this like a weird patch where it's like, what's the movies doing? What's the video games doing?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
We're going to go ahead and switch gears into doing some roleplay news. Very excited.
Oh, yeah. So much.
I gotta know. Tell me all the meta news.
Okay. Well, I mean, you probably already know this because it's the guy who plays Andy, your best friend, Petey's best bud.
Oh God! I glaze him 24/7.
Keep
Well,
glazing
keep
him because he's a
Oh.
vent manager now.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
pretty exciting
yeah.
news.
Not just the guy who plays Andy, but Ittszach over on Twitch.
That's right.
They can post a link down in the description. The guy
Absolutely.
who whenever I say this, I don't mean it lightly. The Up and Atom, fucking back on Onyx, they like taught me how to RP, how to get this story going. However, jumping on Purple and meeting Zach, fucking or Andy are like really got me into like making arcs and making bits and then keeping those bits going. He's a great RPer. See, the big thing he's good at is he's so good at like making schemes.
Yeah.
Fucking and making bits and making arcs and then keeping them going. And now that he's the event manager, he's gonna be doing that all over the server.
Yeah, that's rad, man. I've watched some of his stuff, man, and I've seen you like whenever like I'll stop in the streams, I'll see you guys hanging out. It's a good time, man.
Yeah,
I saw him doing some shit with Leo with like power suits, becoming like superheroes and shit like that. Yeah.
To put it into perspective, fucking he's like a part of that like a group with like James and Leo, fucking Osvaldo, like that entire crew, and I feel like 50% of the time the shit that they get into is like shit that Zach's like set up and been like, this is the arc we are going down, right? Which you're gonna need somebody with a drive to give other people RP for other people to have RP, and that's what he succeeds at, and that's what he's gonna do for the entire server, which is great. But which is great. Like currently is going down this like movie arc where they're like filming movies and then editing them. So they're making a movie called Mafia Town.
Yeah, I saw you come back from. That's when you had the mustache, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. And also, considering just today, they announced in the changelogs that they're introducing drive-in theaters.
So I wasn't sure if I could say that, but that they are introducing a drive-in theater where Bear House Productions is going to be doing all their movies, which is a big event.
So exciting.
Because, so I'm gonna give you somebody else to like shout out. So he's got a big movie crew. They go by the YouTube channel Metabucks. That they've got like thousands of subscribers. They should have a lot more because they like genuinely make good content. These are Zach's like friends that he's been RPing with for a while, and they are the people that made Bear House Studios, the people editing the videos. Fucking also, I will say this: PD will be having either a theme song or an outro song to the Mafia Town movie.
Ooh, let's go.
And it does sound very similar to a Ram Ranch. So get excited.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm very excited for that.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. That's so fun. I love being able to create things for RP. That's literally such a fun thing. I know music is a very popular thing. I don't know, music, movies, art. I've done like graphics as well for people.
Yeah, you made Lobo's business card. That shit was sick.
That was fun. Yeah.
Not just that, but I feel like the way you go about it too. Like there's a lazy way, there's an easy way, and then you can do shit like what Zach's doing with him and Bear House and the entire Metabucks crew, where they're actually like setting up like big like story arcs. Right inside the movie and outside the movie, so it's like there's multiple arcs going on, which I never saw in RP really before.
That's amazing.
That I'm enjoying.
Yeah, to be fair,
it's big. It's big in news, and he's not the only person in charge of it. There's a couple people.
A lot of people are involved. Yeah,
That's good.
With the events team, because it takes a team too.
Yeah. It really does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes there is a little bit of coordination that has to happen for a thing to pop off for RP, but it's always a matter of like throwing out the idea in RP and seeing how people take it.
Yep, seeing if the fish take the baits.
Exactly. And I love that stuff. That's so amazing. I love it. It's so engaging for the community. So I love that they're doing that.
which I feel like fucking Unscripted has a great community, whether it's in city, fucking, I mean, the Reddit's give or takes sometimes, but it's got a big community, but there's not a lot of like big storylines going on.
Yeah.
Right. So I got something cooking up with PD. Fucking, I mean, Metabucks and Zach. They got their shit with Bear House. That's what we're trying to bring to fucking Unscripted, which hopefully the city enjoys, hopefully the Reddit enjoys, which is like 50-50.
Yeah, well,
that they will, or
the Reddit will never be happy. So we can just do the best that we can, and that's the best that we can ask of ourselves, right? We try our best as our peers. That's it. We're artists at the end of the day that are improving a character to make a story. Sometimes people love it, sometimes people hate it. It is what it is. You can't make everyone happy.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, all I want to do is make content.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, man.
So that's what we're gonna fucking do. I'm excited
to hear about that. And I think it's so interesting that the server is moving towards more places, more RP hubs. We see the drive-in theater being announced now, but also, as always, we talk about the Up and Atom.
Yeah.
God, I love the Up and Atom. Yeah. I so badly want to take like one person or two people. Also, I never told people the character that I play, because he doesn't sound like I do right now. But I play Petey Pacino, and then I have a couple other characters, but that's my main character. But fucking, I so badly want to pull Peggy away and do an arc with Peggy, and then I kind of have something I could get cooking with like Buffy or Guppy. It depends on the day and shit. That's gonna be a good RP. But I want to do shit with Dill, and I fucking y'all are my day ones. So no matter if I get far, I'll never leave. But the Up and Atom has somebody who's been on Purple. Fucking it was originally Purple for about like 7-8 months. Fucking you guys joining and giving that like that area, making that a hub, and then them taking away the mall. Fucking so many new fucking hubs are popping up, but there needs to be more.
Yes.
There needs to be more.
There always can be more.
Yeah, it's so nice they're adding this drive-in. But the thing I was going to say is they've introduced a new feature now where
I gotta know.
Restaurant food can fill you up more, and you can overfill.
Yeah, you can get stuffed.
Yeah, basically.
Interesting.
So, sometimes when you hit 100, so when you, I don't know if it has a fat mechanic, but when you hit 100 on your hunger, it usually will top out at 100. Well, I think they've increased that now. So now you can be
the way it sounds.
That's what it sounds like. Dev talk can be kind of wishy-washy sometimes. That's just how it reads, okay? That's what I'm looking at. That's how it reads, is that restaurant food is going to fill you up more. And if it fills you at 100, it will go over. But if you're eating just regular gas station food and you hit 100, well, it'll just stick at 100. It won't go further. That's how I'm reading that. I could be completely wrong. Is that how you two read it? I mean, this is opinion. Because
it might mean that like it might be past the normal limit of like what it normally fills you. Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
So is that just like a restaurant food?
Yeah, it says eating meals.
That's so great. That's
eating meals in restaurants.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's also like if you're in the restaurant, you get a like bonus. Like, is that like a proximity thing? Because they can make it that way too. They can make it where, like, if you're, I don't know, maybe they can code it that way, where if you're within a zone, maybe.
The Up and Atom is about to make so much fucking money.
Just people coming to eat.
Holy shit.
Like, and sit down.
Holy shit. Y'all are gonna make so much money. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting because
most
people
don't. Table service. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Please tell the audience.
Last time I did Last time I did table service, I almost got stabbed.
That's true. That's probably why we don't do as much table service as we would
I love doing table service. No, table service is the best. I would 100% love it if people came and sat down and just.
It provides more RP. I feel
Agreed.
like even though fucking Unscripted is one of the best servers, there's still a lot of people that just don't want to RP, which is sad. But it's going from one thing to another, which I fall victim to that also.
It happens sometimes.
I've got the attention span of a fucking squirrel.
But the thing is like if you get presented with RP, you RP with it.
Yeah.
There's sometimes some people you'll just come across and they got that grinder mindset, right? Like they're just, I've seen the clips on Reddit. Like they, we were talking about, what was it, a couple weeks ago, somebody just ignored, like the number one ignored one is tow trucks. People just skip on tow truck drive.
I saw a clip
RPers.
today. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, so it happens. Sometimes people will just be like, nah, I don't want to RP. Just give me the food. The meme, put the fries in the bag, No,
I remember I literally, it was like early in the Up and Adam days, like right when we got the Adam and we were actually putting out food. Somebody drove up. I went to the drive-thru and I was like, hello, how can I help you? And they're like, hey, I need 2 burgers now. And I'm like, okay, well, we're cooking them right now. Would you like to, we can have a conversation, hang out while you wait for your food. And then they just started crashing out.
Yeah.
Crashed out and drove off in their race car.
They're like, what? I have to wait?
Yeah, are you serious?
Yeah, you don't have food ready for us?
I don't even want to look at this fucking burger flipper's face.
Kids, all these temple running kids, all these Subway surfer kids.
But on the flip side, kind of an exciting part is now we have the public server as well.
Yeah.
So, if for whatever reason, maybe staff is moving more towards that, like more serious RPers, Unscripted.
Ban all the fucking grinders. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if that's how they're gonna go with it. But
so
not necessarily
many of the
ban
gangs
them from Unscripted, but like they might just be like, hey, you might be more comfortable over on the public server. I don't know if that's maybe where they're going with it. I think it's cool that they have the public server, by the way. Just to be clear, I'm very excited about it because there are some people that we're friends with who did not get accepted into Unscripted, and the public server might be one of the only places we'll be able to really hang out with them.
Yep. I got a couple buddies that I used to be a fucking Overwatch streamer with that are like, dude, I see you popping off and shit, man. I see you becoming a big boy. Fucking, maybe I should pop in sometime. And I'm like, bro, good luck. However, now there's a public server. I'm going to see if I could possibly get whitelisted. Just so I could fucking prio, just so I can make the jump and go hang out with people, and because that's gonna be a long fucking queue.
Stutter, don't feel bad because I did the same thing last week or 2 weeks ago. It's a public server. You can just join. There is no whitelist.
Yeah.
So what I meant was
prio.
Oh wait,
I'm gonna see
you sign
if
up
I
for
could
prio?
get some prio. I don't think there's a sign up. But,
okay, I was like, wait, where do you sign up for this list?
But
no, if you can get
recommended
for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I might talk to a person or two because that queue is gonna be crazy.
That's true. I don't know.
That's crazy. I know. I got a bunch of friends. And I mean, I'm in a cool position too because I get to RPO with people that I look up to and shit.
It's okay.
So I'd like to be able to jump in the public server, but fucking hang out with people, give them a different RP or different storylines that
absolutely
they don't get too often.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll continue to be the lone silly person that completely forgot a public server doesn't need to be listed to get on.
Did you?
No, definitely not.
Definitely
I
not.
said I did. I was trying to be like, hey, it's okay. I did the same thing too.
Yeah,
and then it was you were like, nah, I didn't do that.
I
And I'm
didn't
like,
fall for that.
oh,
I just misspoke. I just stuttered a bit. I'm
no,
sorry.
no, that was just.
Hey, but like I think that that fucking if I got prio, I'd just jump in there a lot more. I'd get my buddies in there and shit. And I feel like we could kind of treat that as the minor leagues too.
Yes.
Where say there's an RP peer that's like super good in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking we could bring him up. Fucking maybe somebody could DM him and be like, hey, dude.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Recommendations
Right?
and stuff, yeah.
Which I mean, I could be that person somewhat.
Yeah.
Fucking I run into somebody and then I'm like, dude, this guy's really good.
Well, yeah, you can just throw it even in member recommendations, you know?
Yeah. And then also another great thing about the public server that I'm excited about is for people who have never RP'd before, like beginners, because Unscripted is very stressful for beginners. Like Onyx was for a lot of beginners too. Like Onyx was my big server, my first big server, and that was intimidating for me. And I'd been RPing for a couple years by that point. So, and I had someone who helped me get into RP. You know, a lot of times there's people out there who don't. They just download 5M because they've watched a few streamers or seen a few clips. They're like, yeah, this sounds like fun. This seems like something interesting. And they just jump in and they have no idea what they're doing sometimes. So it can be intimidating. It can be intimidating. And then you go to a public server and then you're just walking along and then you get hit by a car. You have no idea what just happened.
There's gonna be a lot of that.
Yeah.
I think back to my public server days and I'm like, bruh.
But I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna police it more than just a regular public server. I feel like they might, considering it's their brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they might not want to be associated with that kind of level. But I have no idea. I don't know. It'll be interesting when it goes live.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. It'll be good. Fucking it needs to happen, right? We need to view it in a way where you can see what other servers have done, and you can fucking emulate it in a way. And if other servers like maybe had issues with some other things, then you don't do that. Like in a way that they are emulating what a No Pixel did. And I think that's a good idea. It's a very good idea.
I think NoPixel built a really good base, and then a lot of people just build off of that, change different things here and there, and you know, it is kind of like the first
it's hard
big server.
It's hard not to trace things back to NoPixel because they were so much the pioneers of 5M roleplay, like where we are now.
Yeah. It's good. No Pixel was always my end all and be all. I joined Onyx to learn how to do RP, so maybe I could jump to No Pixel. And right now I'm so happy and Unscripted. I'm like, maybe I don't ever change. Don't ever move.
Hell yeah.
Although 5.0 makes me excited.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and switch gears and talk a little bit more about you, Stutter. You mentioned earlier in the episode that you play Petey Pacino. Is he your only character?
No, but the way I play him, he's kind of open to any RP as long as you just get the ball going. So I got like 4 characters. Well, one character is a superhero I haven't done much with yet. Then I've got a cop character who's an ex-porn star who is trying to get more so into like cop dramas and shit, but nobody takes him seriously. His name's Leslie Wesley. So people should take him seriously.
I remember you coming in and being like, why does no one know who I am?
Yeah. Then I've got a 18-year-old fucking like surfer dude named what's his name? It's
very in character as well, by the way. What's my name again?
It's something McNarly, dude. It's something McNarly, man. But I haven't played him in a while. But my main character is gonna be fucking Petey Pacino. Fucking, he's an open book. He's a crazy guy. He's the most closeted man alive. He's addicted to gay men, but he's not a gay man. Yeah. He's a very, very fun, eccentric character. He's a lot sometimes. But and so I try to just move from like place to place to place.
Yeah.
No, I love PD, man. He's so good in Purple, man. Purple, Unscripted now, but he's so good.
Y'all have seen PD through different chapters and shit, and I feel
it's
like
so fun.
Back on Onyx, I kind of knew what I wanted with PD, but I didn't go balls to the wall. Back he was more conservative. Like with the chaos he did, and meanwhile over in Purple, Duggan is like, okay, I'm gonna go fly a plane into Shitty Hall, and then he does it.
Bro, I love just explaining all the way. Like, he has syphilis brain. You gotta be nice. Like, just don't kill him, okay? Just
Like, which something we could also talk about is the dynamic between the Up and Atom from Onyx to Purple to fucking Unscripted with PD.
Please.
I love it, man.
Because everybody remembers PD from Onyx, but PD has no idea who y'all are.
Yeah, it's
Lobo's
so
aware
funny.
of that. No, I've let everyone, like, I let Buffy know. I was like, PD doesn't remember us. I think it's the syphilis.
Yeah, that was literally like one of the things he told Buffy when I first brought her around in Purple. It was like, yeah, PD's around, but he doesn't remember anybody. So because of the syphilis,
which makes it for the character, but also it's a completely different storyline.
Yes, exactly.
So it makes sense that PD's storyline doesn't add up. The storyline of PD back on Onyx was like, oh, he did 20 years in prison, and he's looking for his daughter. So the storylines are completely different.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm just going off of what Peggy told Lobo.
Honestly, syphilis brain works really well as a reasoning, like that he's just getting older. Like for the Up and Atom in general, the vibe I got from it, and that Chill and I basically decided for Buffy and Lobo was that it's set in the future of when we were all playing on Onyx. Like not like in a far distant
not
future.
Like a year later. Because like that was the whole thing is like with Purple to like when Purple did like the whole flood thing when it was 1.0, how like a year was supposed to have passed.
Yeah.
So that's all we did was just
how
like
we
move them
were
along
looking
a year.
at it. And so with the PD thing, it just made sense. Like, oh, his like bad decisions
aging finally hit him,
and aging finally caught up with him, and now
that's right.
It's just compounding more, and so that's how our characters have like adapted to look at PD's progression as well.
Yeah.
Because it's very interesting carrying over characters, because it's not something that I've usually done in the past. I usually would make new characters for servers I would join, but with Buffy, obviously she has connections with Lobo and everybody, so I'm like, obviously I have to bring her back.
You brought Buffy over from a different server though, originally.
Yeah, well that was also a connection. That was another reason I brought her there. Yeah. Was because our friend group there was going to be coming over to Onyx.
Here, I'm still waiting for Topper Rob or whoever Wiz plays to join and then just surprise me, and then we can go out and get that cup of coffee that PD's been waiting for so long to get.
It'll be so wholesome.
It'll be so wholesome.
That will be wholesome. I love that.
Yeah, but I play PD Pacino. But I play PD Pacino, and I run around with like James Randall, Leo Escobar, like in the Andrew Fisher Mamma Mita group. And I also have a mafia going on too, so it's exciting.
Hell yeah! Speaking of people like Space Boy, who inspired your RP?
Oh God! But I mean, if you watch
Do it.
PD's RP, you can tell it's heavy and like Space Boy.
Yeah.
I view RP the same way fucking a football player views like football. Like you got to learn it as an art. Fucking Andy, you got to find where you fit in. So maybe I'm not the quarterback. Maybe I'm not the wide receiver. Maybe I'm the kicker. Right, and that's what I'm great at. So I kind of found that fucking in like James Randall and the like Space Boy characters is where do I fit into the art of RP? Fucking is it like serious RP? No, it's that goofy SBS shit. Can I go down to more like serious arcs? Yes, I can. Fucking I know where my content lies. It is very, very heavily influenced from like that of James Randall, that of his cop characters like Mel. Whenever I say I've probably watched like maybe 200 hours of fucking James Randall, I probably have, and that's why it's cool to be in this position and that now, where fucking Space Boy jumps in city, he calls BD first thing, and then they get up to something.
Hell yeah.
It's a very unique position to be in, especially coming from a public server about maybe a year ago to Onyx, not really knowing where I fit, to coming to Purple, where I'm like, okay, I know where I fit in. I feel everybody else also knows. Everybody thinks he has fucking syphilis brain. Yeah.
Just be nice to him. He has syphilis brain.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
Fucking he gets away with so much shit, even like from cops and shit.
Yeah. Because they're just not like,
it's nice.
it's just PD Pacino.
Bro, that one time you stole the car and then immediately ejected out of it to steal another car, run the cops over, basically you hit their cars, and then the cop just started firing into a crowd after you.
That's so funny.
My God, it was great.
It was great, man.
It was great to see
that's why I get in PD's car, dog. That's why sometimes I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll jump in PD's car.
But I love the up and at 'em, but sometimes you need to get away. Find something new. I love Sabalis, Jacobus, Winky. I love the entire crew, fucking Ham Hugger. But like even back on Onyx, I'm gonna drive taxi because I'm kind of tired of being at the up and at 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why I come. I say, Bobo, jump in the car. We gotta get going.
Okay.
Or I'll like call Buffy and be like, hey, I'm Buffy. I'm gonna send you a location. Come, because something I did with Buffy was where PD's being serious. He calls her Buffy. If he's just joking around and being crazy, he calls her Guppy. Right? Which is interesting and shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting into the minutia, but fucking RP is an art, and if you want to get good at it and be in a similar position to where I found myself, you gotta study that shit like a fucking book.
Yep. And there's a lot of content creators that we've even interviewed so far that viewers out there you can watch and study, and a lot of them will answer any questions you have, and you might find content,
some amazing role
RP
players
that you just really enjoy. Some really talented RPers,
but mostly me.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Come on over. Come on.
That's it. We're gonna put y'all in a pit and you can fight.
All right. So
I mean, I saw you've had some fucking guests on. I don't know if I could beat the gubbin. Not too sure.
But no. We didn't have the governor on. We were talking about the governor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
soon, maybe.
Then I think I might have a chance.
Okay. Like I said, the pit. The pit with you.
I mean, hey, if people want to, if people want to show up on the show, you can always reach out to me or Chill on Discord. Is one of the best places to do that.
Here, I could reach out to a couple people and get them on and get
if they want to join, no pressure to anyone out there, but if anyone's interested, we'd love to interview you. But more importantly, Stutter, we're talking about really fun character development and interactions. What would you say is maybe your favorite or maybe most memorable RP scenario that you've ever been in?
Fucking so it's weird saying this, but PD Pacino, he's had a couple arcs, but it's mostly just been SBPS, like for fucking one-off days. However, my favorite arc would genuinely need to be the Kamikaze arc. Where PD Pacino kamikaze City Hall, and I got a slap on the wrist. I got pulled into a ticket, and they were like, bad boy, and made me beg for my life. But fucking that was an arc I set up with a cop where they took PD Pacino's kamikaze helmet back in the day that PD was retiring from being a kamikaze pilot. He got caught in a crime, and the officer took his helmet. He met up with that officer and told her that if he ever saw her fucking at City Hall, then he'd kamikaze City Hall. And so that officer's boyfriend, Leo Escobar, fucking slashed PD's throat. So PD kamikazed an airplane into her car, into City Hall, blowing up like 2 cops inside, fucking setting the entire lawn on fire, and it was just a good fucking arc. Like, it's super good.
Yeah, no, it sounds sounds like a lot. It sounds like a blast.
It was a lot. It was a lot. I mean, I could say so many bits with like Zach, fucking, even if it's the Andiablos or fucking what I'm making now with the Mafia. But I'd say for like the big moment, it would have to be the Kamikaze.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I've had other moments like back on Onyx. We had a big bit where I like shot Dylan, and then I got my kneecaps broken over at the dock. Oh, it was fucking good. It was so like scenic. It was so good. Fucking moments a little like that too. But the Kamikaze just fitted PD so good.
Did they even catch you for like terrorism on that?
Oh yeah. I got a fucking HUT charge for like 6 days.
I thought so. I was like, I'm pretty sure you must have got
$250,000.
You caught a soft ban. Ooh. Yeah.
I got a soft ban. I love being soft banded.
Damn.
Yeah, and then I made him my cop character, and I still haven't gotten hired as a cop.
Well, what is it that you like about RP specifically?
So, growing up, I did theater, did improv. I was always the kind of like person that'd do improv for the funny bits, the funny moments. However, I grew up, I'm a like, shit, I can't do theater because of the way I talk, this, that. And then I just got a bit older, and I'm like, I can actually fuck this. I'm gonna begin a live streaming. I too did a podcast. Please don't watch it. It's a crypto podcast. Please don't.
You should go buy some more NFTs, crypto, bro.
Oh no, no, I shouldn't. I'm already too deep in that fucking hole. But then whenever I did the podcast, I'm like, holy shit, I just love entertaining people. But fucking, I lost the passion for NFTs, and then I was like, dude, I'm the most entertaining part of the Degener Report, which was the podcast that I was on. Please do not watch it. So after like 6 months of doing that podcast, I'm like, fucking, I'm gonna be in a live streaming, and then I just like fell in love with it. And then like with our PP, it's the same thing where it's like jumping from thing to thing to thing, bit to bit to bit, and keeping that ball going, fucking doubling down on shit, fucking just playing every situation times 3. Fucking there's just no other game that has ever like scratched that itch where I'm like I could literally do anything and be fine and get a ball going and enjoy that and turn that into something bigger than what it is.
Yeah, like the building of a story. Like you're building
Absolutely,
something,
yeah.
you're creating something with other people.
Fucking even if it's just like me going off with James and just like yapping and making bits.
Yeah.
But fucking that's what I genuinely enjoy.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean I played Overwatch way too long. And I was burnt out like 4 months in. And then I did it for like 7 more months.
Oh no.
So fucking and then I made the jump over to this, and I was on a public server that like really wasn't my jam. But fucking and then I moved over to Onyx, and now I feel like over on Purple. Fucking it's like the perfect content for me.
Yeah.
And it's cool that
I love what
that
Peter
everybody else also like sees it too. Yeah, so like literally just the freedom. Cause I feel like pardon me. Because I feel like that's what content should be. It should be free. It should be free flowing. Like I
man.
did Overwatch and it was one game.
Yeah.
Again
It's
and
the
again
same
and
thing
again and
over
again
and
and
over
again.
and over and over. Yeah.
Meanwhile, in RP, it's a new storyline every day. I'm
You never know what's going to happen.
obsessed
in
with it,
RP.
and
Yeah.
and that's why I put like 50 hours a week into like live streaming into RP,
Yeah.
and it not really gotten burnt out, but just been like maybe I should take a break, and maybe I should hang out with my family or go on dates and shit. I'm not getting any younger. I'm 26. So maybe I shouldn't base my entire life around this, but just most of my life.
Just do what we did.
Just
Just find someone through RP.
Oh fuck! It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. I've never talked about this, but fucking I was there during the courting phase, and we'd be in a VBC, just like chatting, and every now and then I'd be like, so you two, and you'd be like, no, just
No, it really,
just friends.
it really was just friends. Actually, in the beginning,
Yeah.
it was good. No,
And then-
it really
No,
helped
like
us
genuinely it
establish.
was.
It really helped us establish a very good foundation, because in the
yeah.
beginning we really were just friends, and it really was just the RP. A lot of it was just like, what can we say to like quote unquote like traumatize the kids?
Yeah.
And so, for example, Dylan is the best one to
Yeah,
to traumatize.
He came up with this bit where Lobo gets flat sprunk poured down his throat publicly.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
He calls
yeah.
it the sprunketing.
yeah, but I get it. The balance between the RP and then real life stuff.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
important to keep it balanced, because you don't want to get lost in the RP, and you
Yeah.
don't want to replace real life
Real life,
experiences
Yeah.
with the virtual RP, because RP can be very fast paced and addictive in that sense, because there's so much happening at once, and it's
Yeah.
a game at the end of the day, so of course it's going to be very interesting, and it's going to want you to stick around and make money or do whatever, but at the end of the day there has to be a balance. And I've been there.
You still got to live your life.
Yeah, I've been there
And-
though. Like I've
yeah.
been there where I get so RP locked. I'll be playing for hours on a server for days
Yeah.
on end, and it's not healthy.
My
And it's good to recognize.
my thing is it's not that it was like super unhealthy, because I was RP locked, but I genuinely enjoyed the content I
Good.
make. But it's the first time I've ever had any recognition fucking on my content. A big part of that is I have millions of eyes that I've never had on my content ever, and it feels kind of good having people saying, "Oh, PD, he makes me giggle. He makes me chortle." It makes like 3 years of doing this worth it.
Yes.
But fucking, it's just where I feel like that this is the healthiest relationship I've ever had with RP. I probably shouldn't ruin that. I probably shouldn't ruin that. Yeah.
Just,
You got to take advantage of it, but just make sure you're taking care of yourself.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and making money and shit and working. Oh.
Exactly.
What is an RP pet peeve that you have? Like, what pisses you off that isn't just like
What pisses me
NVL?
off? Oh no, and no, I love it in NVL. It's my favorite thing.
Don't say that.
VDM's always funny.
VDM and NVL. I feel like NVL, but you got to know the audience, right? Fucking if it's your family, it's fine. But if it's like a different scenario, it's a bit bad. But with fucking, I got a couple things. When fucking something I don't enjoy is like when there was a situation the other day where fucking PD got ocean dumped after he did something, and the RP that they provided was there. It just like wasn't what you'd expect, right? Where PD's a good goofball character, and then he got like murdered like he was this like dangerous guy.
Yes, when the punishment doesn't fit the character or the crime. I've had that too. Actually, as Sarah, that also upsets me because Sarah's just dumb. She's not a threat. Like, if anything, like if she's threatened, she'll pull out a gun, but she's not gonna be like a hotshot shooter. She's gonna be like screaming, "Oh my god!" Like as she's shooting a gun. Like she's not gonna be very good with it. But during
this instance, PD ate like 3 inches of somebody's skin, and then he got this like mafia fucking like, you better get out of the car, and PD what was unconscious, right? But fucking I'm introducing PD has the fainting goat syndrome, or whenever somebody pulls out a gun on him, he just faints, right? He just freaking faints. So and then he got kidnapped. He was unconscious. The guy took him to the lighthouse and pointed a gun at him, and was like, "I can wait here all day." Fucking just waiting for PD to wake up. He didn't jump in the car. Fucking honk his horn. He didn't like pull him out of the car.
Right, he didn't like do a slash me, smack your face to wake you up, or
So I waited there 5 minutes, like waiting, fucking that there was water over there, maybe like put water on his face. He just didn't do anything. So it's set up for a weird scenario where PD got fucking gangbanged for eating 3 inches of
my god
somebody's skin, which is funny. It was like we were at the chicken factory. He got a bit boiled, so PD ate the chicken skin.
Yeah,
right. And it's a funny bit. And then after that same crew like was coming after PD, and then shot him in the head fucking again. But I think they felt bad, so good. But now I think PD might go down an arc where if something like that happens again, he's gonna assassinate every member of that gang.
He's gonna put out a hit list.
On RP. But fucking, I've become a lot better at going with the flow than I ever have before. But fucking, I used to be uptight with like taking L's, which I guess is like part of doing RP, is like learning how to just roll with it. The crew I roll with now, it's a lot easier.
Yes.
Because Pete is always the punching bag, and it's fine.
Yeah.
I've said this many times. Taking L's is always funnier than taking W's, dog.
Yeah. And for a lot of times, it's also like it really can tell you how much a person as an RPer is able to do that, because it can be very difficult to separate sometimes when you're sitting in that character. And for a lot of people, in time, it becomes easier, and you know, it's one of those things that it's not always easy to do. So it's good to do that and to remember that at the end of the day, it's just a story.
It's just a game.
Exactly. It's all pixels.
Yeah, it's just all
It's
pixels.
just a simulation, and there's a million ways it could go. So it's too hyper focused on one way it could go.
Exactly.
And that's the beauty of RP is it can go any way.
Yeah.
You know,
And it might not
And
even
it
work
will.
out that way, the way that you thought it would, but it might get to the end goal a different way.
better.
Yeah.
It's something better. Who
Sometimes
knows?
funnier. Most times funnier, actually. When it comes to GTA RP, most times funnier. When you have a good group of people around you, for sure.
Makes it easier, but I don't get too pet peeved with like BDM unless it's like random BDM.
Yeah.
Like if it's somebody I don't know, or if it's like somebody I don't know in VLian, it's like a weird situation.
Yeah, like they're
Bruh,
trying to
and
get
it's
like
weird.
away or like win an encounter or something. You're just like,
Yeah.
it really isn't that deep. Like,
And I mean, like,
No.
fucking Heyman with the blind driving RP cracks me up,
cracks
dog.
me up
Holy
so
shit.
much.
It's good. It's good. Where it makes no sense, but if you know the Up and Atom crew, most of the shit they do.
Yeah, well, that's why every time fucking he crashes into someone, Lobo's always like, he's blind. I'm sorry. He's blind.
Yeah. See, BDM like that makes sense. Right? Where if you have the RP to back it up and it's like part of the character, then it makes sense. But or if like PD runs over Lobo or runs over Charlie or runs over this or that.
Edie, the syphilis brain, god damn it.
Fucking he can't help it. He's just a crazy guy.
Well, do you have anything coming up? Any events? Any big projects?
Yeah.
So I got a YouTube. I've been posting on it. We've been posting on it. I got an editor who does it for free. It's
Ooh,
cool.
hell yeah.
That's
Shout out to
nice.
that guy who smokes. But I've been posting on YouTube for about a month of like GTA content because I had a big backlog and I'm like, might as well post it out. But we got TikToks. I got an Instagram. Over on everything, it's TheStutterBoy. TheStutterBoy.
Yeah.
Over on YouTube and on Twitch and on TikTok. And then if you want, I don't post on Instagram, but it's TheStutterBoy, but with 2 S's.
All right.
Okay.
And
Hell
we'll
yeah.
also put links down below for listeners. Make sure to read the description for those links to connect with the StutterBoy, so you can check out Petey Pacino.
Wow, that was an impeccable PD Pacino.
That was perfect.
That wasn't
Hey,
really
girls.
me trying to do Petey Pacino.
Try
That was
it.
just me being all excited.
Try it.
I don't think I could.
Do it.
Do it. You've got this PD. Hey, you guys.
I don't think I can.
No,
I don't think I can.
Hey, you guys. That's
really good. He's so
not
good.
bad.
He's so good. He's
Hey,
so
you
talented.
guys.
He's so talented. I
It's pretty
can't.
good.
I can't. I'm scared.
You're also talented. We're talented together.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're pretty good at voices. I couldn't do Buffy. Oh,
Buffy's
that
crazy.
wasn't bad. Oh, I'm Buffy.
That was actually pretty good. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's just
Buffy-
very low
yeah,
tempo.
The way her voice sits is like it's in your throat, but it's forward and down in your throat.
It's so funny. I say the same thing about Petey, but it's forward and it's up.
It's forward and it's up. Like
That's just Sarah. That's
Why
just
is it
Sarah.
Sarah? Just
It is
there's
bad.
a little valley girl in there. It's just Sarah.
Oh God, God, it's good. It's good. See, that's what I want in a fucking unscripted. Fucking, I would need voices. I need people to get all crazy, get all dumb, get all fucking stupid, because that's what makes it different than a fucking Prodigy. That's what makes it different than a No Pixel. That's why
characters.
if you join my Twitch, TheStutterBoy, over on twitch.tv, then fucking if you are somebody in the game, I will literally say is make a character. Make somebody who's loud and fucking proud and crazy, because that's what makes fucking unscripted.
Real.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
But
thank you
I
so much.
appreciate you
Oh
guys
my
having
gosh.
me. Jenny,
We appreciate you.
We
Thank you
appreciate
for
you.
I'll come back
being here.
whenever,
Oh
wherever.
my
Yay.
god.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, and thank you, listeners, for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. That is the end of the episode. Of course, we were joined by the StutterBoy. Thank you again, Stutter. Really.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
And yeah, we'll be here again next week, everybody. So hopefully we'll see you in next week's episode. And until then, please stay safe. I am Vampire Toy, one of your hosts.
I'm Chill. Goodbye.
And good boy. Goodbye.
Bye.